Hey everyone, it's John here from Hot Take Hockey back with another video. Wow. I just want to quickly react to Tage Thompson, a huge contract extension, 7 years with the Buffalo Sabres. I also want to talk about Sam Steele also signing a 1-year deal with the Minnesota Wild. We'll focus more here on Tage Thompson because this is massive. This is crazy. I already see the comparisons and people saying this is like Jeff Skinner 2.0. I'm not going to go to that extent, but this is risky. I love Tage Thompson. For the record, I love Tage Thompson. What he brings, you look at just his physical attributes. I mean, 6'7". Watching him last year, I had him on my fantasy team, and it was such a nice pickup. 6'7", 24 years of age. He's going to turn 25 soon, so literally a month into the season, and he'll already be 25. Last year, in 78 games, he had 68 points, 38 goals. Here's where I'm going to just make the easy statement here. If this guy scores 30-plus goals, I would say 5 of the 7 years or 4 of the 7 years, it's probably pretty close to worth it, right? If he can score 25-plus goals every year of this contract, probably worth it. Especially if the cap can go up by 2025. It's risky, man. So the Sabres cap, they have a lot of cap space, and it makes it easier to sign a contract like this, but it is so easy to look at this Jeff Skinner contract and just go, oh boy, why are you locking up money like it's nothing? So Tage Thompson, a guy that had 1 year left, or he does have 1 year left at $1.4 million, now going to be signed for 7 years at just over $7.1 million per, so the $50 million contract for this guy. He just made bank off of a big-time season. And I do believe Tage Thompson, I mean, prior to this contract, it makes me want to be hopeful for the guy that he's going to live up to it. If I could kind of just give you guys my thoughts on what I thought before the contract extension, I probably saw Tage Thompson as a consistent 60-point guy. I'd say 60-plus points, maybe pushing 70 in a full 82-game season. So basically what he just did, I don't know if he's going to score the goals the way he did, but I would say for Tage Thompson, if he's playing in a top 6 role consistently, I would expect him to score 25 to 30 goals and 30-plus assists. So that's where I get the 60-plus points. So for me, it's a risky signing. It's so risky. But in a couple of years, if the cap does go significantly up and the Sabres are looking at maximizing their opportunity to win in the next 2-3 years, they could, like I said, they could be a playoff team in the next couple of years. Especially if they got like a Patrick Kane, like we said, or like a guy that they could bring in through free agency to surround around the young guys like a Jack Quinn, Peyton Krebs, JJ Peterka, all those guys, right? Dylan Cousins. So, I mean, I'm looking at the Sabres, those 4 guys I just mentioned, combined with Tage Thompson and Alex Tuch. If you brought in a Patrick Kane, you have a really good top 9 developing. And then even we'll see if Casey Middlestat can start showing some more. And then, yeah, I mean, there's other guys coming. So that defense group, as I've already talked about, I think the Sabres defense group is really coming together just in terms of long-term future. Dahlin, Power, Samuelson, Yoki Haru. So I like where the defense is going. I thought Lyubushkin signing was not pretty solid. I don't think that's too expensive, especially for a couple of years. Obviously, we'll see Luukkonen. We'll see if he's the guy or if someone else will step up. But Comrie could be the guy just for this season. So there's a lot of conversations with the Sabres. I'm not going to compare Tage Thompson here to Skinner. There's a 5-year age difference when Jeff Skinner signed that contract versus when Tage Thompson's signing his contract right now. I look at the age range here. Tage Thompson, he's going to be 32 by the end of the contract. So it's not the end of the world. In terms of age, it is risky in terms of cap hit, but as I said, if he puts consistently over 60 points and the cap goes up in a couple of years, it could be a really good deal. So give me your thoughts, guys. Definitely high risk, high reward contract here. Contract extension for Tage Thompson. Just quickly my thoughts for Sam Steele for the Minnesota Wild. That also happened today. Cheap deal, 1-year deal, former first-round pick. I think Sam Steele, I've always been high on him to a certain extent, not to ever be like a star or top-line guy, but I honestly thought Sam Steele would be like a solid second liner in the first couple of years of his career. So it's disappointing to see how kind of much he's fallen off out of the Ducks organization. So I'm hoping that the Wild can give him a top 9 opportunity throughout the season. They have other guys that are kind of on the cusp of that top 9, and they've already got their guys up the middle. Hartman's there, obviously. Eriksson Ek's there, and Freddie Gaudreau's giving himself a role, and Tyson Jost, they need to give him ice time. So it's going to be interesting to see how they fit Sam Steele in, but I hope that he gets his opportunity, and especially if Marco Rossi's in there, it's going to be tough competition. So I wonder if Sam Steele will, if not for the Wild, maybe things don't go well in training camp and they flip him somewhere else. I'm hoping Sam Steele turns it around, because I think coming out of his draft, I really saw him as a second, third line guy for sure. Like, I thought for sure he'd be a top 9 guy just based on his skill set. So give me your thoughts, guys. Tage Thompson, massive contract. When I saw that, I was like, whoa. And I just got home, so I had to talk about it. So thank you so much, guys. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like, hit the notification bell. And yeah, we'll see what else the Sabres do, man. The Sabres could have a bright future. And hey, it could come really fast over these next couple of years. So we'll see what happens with the Buffalo Sabres. Tage Thompson, hopefully another big year. Maybe I'll pick him up in fantasy again. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. See you soon. Peace.